Hi everyone, next episode of Lay the Draw. So I think I left you when I was down to about here, if I recall correctly. Just winding back, what's the 15th, was that Tuesday? It's been a busy week this week with Cheltenham. I did actually, you can see, yeah, it goes from the 16th to the 19th. I just didn't have time to do this, to be honest. Just getting everything in order, getting all my ducks in a row for Cheltenham and all the sort of free bets and the extra place bets. Hope everybody had a good week if you were doing match betting on Cheltenham. I had quite a successful week, to be honest. So on the Lay the Draw then, I'll go through this section here. We had this was Tuesday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. We lost 3. Liability was a total, profit was a total of, we lost £5.80. Yeah, I think I went through that one. The liability for those 11 games was, we had risked £71 and we lost £5.80. So the next session, which was the Wednesday, then I didn't think I'd gone through this, but I think I might have had them listed. Again, we had 7 games and lost 2. We seem to be finding a few more draws this week compared to last week, so it's a little concerning. But we lost 2 of the 7, so we had a £45 liability because we only had 7 trades on. That was a negative of £2.20. So then I picked this back up again after Cheltenham finished on Friday, and I done yesterday. It's Sunday morning this morning. But you can see here I got on quite a few games yesterday, 17 in fact, which made the liability some eye-watering. Lay the Draw odds here, £135 risk on the liability side. But as you can see, we only lost 3 again out of the 17, which is a much better ratio than losing 3 out of the 11 up there and 2 out of 7 here. So lost 3 out of the 17 trades, which left us with a positive profit for the first time this week of £9.60. As you can see, some of these Lay the Draw odds, that Celtic game there, I know the reason is that Celtic were at home and they're playing Ross County, and sort of probably 9 out of 10 times Celtic would win that game, but I think it's even more than that. They're more likely to win sort of 99 out of 100, but still, I mean, Ross County to get a draw at 12, that means the liability was 22, so you obviously take the 12 multiplied by the £2 stake we're putting on. So if we lost that game if we lost that trade, which would have been where Ross County got a draw or Ross County won, then we would have had to pay out £22 if we were putting ourselves in the bookie shoes. So that's what you have to be aware of on these things. So that's why you see when we do lose 3 of these, then the liability is quite high. Well, actually, the 3 we did lose, the liability wasn't too bad. So we had 3.7 there, 4.4 there, and 4.1. So there was nothing over, like, sort of, 4.4 is high, so which is reasonably high. That was Chef Wed away at Gillingham. I'm starting to look at these results in a bit more detail, and I'm finding that when the favourites do let me down, it's quite often they're playing away from home. But that's not to say it's always the case. I mean, if you look at this Rotherham-Shrewsbury game there, I mean, Rotherham are top of the league, Shrewsbury are best mid-table, but they were 1-0 down at half-time, and the Shrewsbury goal kind of came as Rotherham got a player sent off, so obviously Rotherham went down to 10 men. You can't always legislate for stuff like that, so it's always going to happen to some degree. But those are the 11 games. We lost 3. We managed to find another 3 nil draws. So if we go back up a little bit, you can see that's where we stand for the week. Obviously, we've only had 4 sessions because like I say, I didn't have time to do the 17th and 18th, which was the last 2 days of Cheltenham. so I'm £8.10 down. I think we've just been a bit more unlucky with the number of draws we've had this week compared to last, or we were a bit luckier last week in that we didn't really find many draws. I would still expect some of the games I'm putting on here. I mean, there's been some wacky results in respect of this one here, the Perugia game. They went 1-0 up, and I thought, well, that's a stonewall home win, because they were 1-0 up and they were playing against Spal, who'd gone down to 10 men sort of during the game. And I'm thinking, well, 1-0 up, you're not going to give that away, but they did in injury time, or very, very late on. I don't remember the exact minute, but they conceded very late on at home against 10 men, which you can't legislate for stuff like that either, really. This one as well, Albion versus Kelly Hearts, again 0-0. Kelly Hearts being the favourites away from home. I think I need to look at that a bit more, because that's more like the Chef Wed example, where you've got the team away from home. You don't know if again, we're not watching them, I don't know if like the home team's setting up the stall and parking the bus, so to speak. But I'm going to go through the ones that are a draw, the ones where we lost, and I'll see how many were away from home and how many were at home, and then maybe start making a decision on some of the away teams to see if they are actually letting us down. And that's the next plan of action, probably for later today or tomorrow when we start a new week. So what we've got here, and these are the games for today. I've got on another 17. It's actually 12:25. The Dundee Rangers game's actually already kicked off. I'm not sure what the score is. I was just going to go and have a look. It's only just over 20 minutes old though, but again, Rangers there, that's like 1.24 they are to win that game, and the draw is 7s, so I would expect them to win it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look for the game and I haven't even got it on my favourites at the moment. Yeah, it looks like Dundee are winning 1-0 by the looks of it, which is always a risk, because obviously Dundee have taken the lead there in the 6th minute by the looks of it. So I was thinking about doing some of these sessions live while games were ongoing, but I just think they'd be a bit too long, or maybe I'd do them and then edit them down. I've been trying to sort of steer away from editing. I just don't have time to do the editing side of things. I know it makes the videos not as good quality, but I'm hoping the content makes up for that, like going into the detail of each of the games. But anyway, that's a risk there, because Rangers have gone behind, but it's early doors still, but I think it's about 25:12. Well, you see, yeah, it's 25:12 now, so I'll see how that one goes. But like I say, this strategy, I'm leaving everything in until I've got no exit strategy, which leads me on to another point, that I'm not keen on this strategy too. Reason being, it doesn't feel like trading. It feels like just a gamble. I could just go to the bookies and say, well, there's a tenner or £2 or whatever. Here's a tenner. I want one of the teams to win. You know, I'm just backing against the draw, just putting my money on the favourites is what you kind of do. And although even you can see some of these games, even when we do win, it's not the favourite who's winning the game, so that covers us a little bit more for that. You can see there, Hertha Berlin were playing at home to Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim were clear favourites, but Hertha won 3-0 at home. So you've got a 0 there in the favourite 1 column. There's quite a few of those. Obviously some of the zeros, however, do lose, whether 0-0 or a 1-1 draw, but there's another 2 there, Rotherham and Wigan. Oh, sorry, that Wigan did win, so that should be a 1. My fault on that one. Rotherham didn't know. Anyhow, going back to today's games, again we've got some eye-watering liabilities. 21 quid there for PSV. They were the 1.14 to win and 11.5 against the draw. So again, liability there. If we lose that one's 21 quid. And the issue I have with those ones, albeit PSV should stroll the game, again probably 9 times out of 10 at least, The problem we've got there is we're going to have to pay out 21 quid if we don't win that one, which is the equivalent of 11 £2 wins. To make that back, so we'd have to have 11 successful trades to get that 21 quid back. So I need to have a little bit more of a think about whether I can carry on with these sort of total ridiculous ones. I mean, the Rangers is another point in hand. That's 12 quid their liability because it's 7-1 against the draw. I know the game hasn't finished, but yeah, they're behind already, so they've got to turn that round, otherwise we're going to lose. And when I say turn around, they've got to get at least 2 goals and win the game, otherwise we're going to lose 12 quid, which is then 6 successful trades to get us back level. So losing any of these big ones, you can say we've lost 620 there, 680, 540. Yeah, there's another 720 there. We haven't had any massive ones. I'd call massive like over a tenner, although that one's 80 there. That was Bournemouth at home to Reading when Reading were third off. Well, I think Reading were fourth bottom. They went and drew against Bournemouth after Bournemouth took the lead. I'm just seeing if there's any other high ones. Yeah, I've got £9.81 there. That was a Man City game. That was a bad start of the week, to be honest, when Man City couldn't break Crystal Palace down. I think even Crystal Palace had a few chances, but at the end of the day, then 0-0, so we lost that trade. So just going back down to today's then, that's what we've got on today. If you want to have a look at those, or if you want to get on and you're too late for the Dundee Rangers game, and you've got about 2 minutes for the QPR game for the rest, you could either try and get on with a quid or 2 quid. Like I say, you can do a quid now, £1 now on Betfair Exchange, which you couldn't do in the past. Or if you just want to follow it along paper trail wise. That's it for today. I'm going to come back with a new, I might try a strategy 3. Oh, sorry, one more thing before I go. I might try strategy 3 next week, because if you look along here, we've won 33 out of 44 trades this week, which is 75%. And obviously we're still down about, was it £9? Sorry, £8.10. We're running at an £8.10 loss this week, which is a bit disappointing, to be honest. I don't think, even if we win most of the games today, we'll probably only manage to scrape level at best, money wise. But on strategy 3, which is where we trade out, we cash out as soon as there's a goal goes in, we would have won 38 out of 44 trades, which is 86.4%, which is obviously a lot better percentage. But when I haven't been keeping track of how much the monetary profit would have been as I trade out, so I think I will try doing that one next week, because it'll feel more like trading than this does, strategy 2, and also I'll get an idea of how much we would profit from all the winning trades. Some of them, like, we wouldn't get much at all. Then some of them, even when we do a winning trade, we could still cash out on a negative. So, for example, I think even if I cashed out of this Dundee Rangers game now, because it's not a draw, I could cash out. I wouldn't cash out, and there's been a goal, which is the exit strategy. If there's a goal, you cash out. And Dundee scoring in the 6th minute, I think we still would have lost quite a bit of our money there, because it'll still be negative. I was just going to go and have a look at that actually. I'll just quickly go in and find that. I'll have a look at the cash out value. I'm just using my mobile phone here to have a quick look. Cash out. Yeah, so there you go. There's 27 minutes gone. Dundee are 1-0 up against Rangers. The liability is £12. And if I cashed out now, I'll get £10.26 back. So the profit would be minus £1.74. So that's the issue you have with this kind of trade, where the underdog goes ahead early on. I might need to put some sort of rules or criteria in to not do that, because obviously I'm going to lose 179, which is the majority of the £2 stake basically, because it's still odds on that the bookies are expecting people buying and selling, trading on the market are still expecting Rangers to come back into this and get a draw, win probably. but you never know. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks very much, and we'll see you for a fresh week tomorrow. Cheers, bye.